Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. I don't know if you guys can see my red. I got the red lights on today. Um, Now, of course, from the week Friday where the market crashed, um, not only the stock market crashed, but the crypto market crashed. So people lost millions of dollars. Okay. I'm just a little guy, who, you know, lose like 20 grand, what I'm saying, on one day. Some people lost 7, 8 million, I know of, and those guys have multiple millions. So if you lost 5 million and you're not jumping off the bridge somewhere, you know, you in, you got money, right? But, I always say, guys, my main goal on this channel is to encourage people to invest. Now, every now and then we get some knuckleheads who come and say, "Oh, you whatever you're doing is you're scamming people." Even though we don't, I don't ask people for anything other than you guys watching the video and sharing the content and asking other people to invest, right? I don't ask you for no money. I don't ask you for nothing. So I don't see how I'm scamming somebody when I'm encouraging people like myself to invest. When I start this channel, one of the main reason was to encourage people to invest, but the other reason was because I was traveling and I meet a lot of guys who always like, man, I wish I could stay here longer. I wish I could do this, you know, but they never really have, or a way or means to kind of see that true, right? Other than, maybe I open a business and have somebody run it for me and I can live out here and live off of that income. But not to say, I can put my money into not as a business or asset, but put my money into an income producing asset, right? That I can manage from anywhere in the world, right? So that was part of the reason I opened up this channel because um, me being the person that I am, want to give back, to people. And today is not like a complaining. We're not here to complain today. No, the stock market crash. Yes, we're down. We're gonna take a look at it in a second, right? We're down thousands of dollars here, but that's like uh that's like a little. That's nothing, right? Compared to people who lost a lot more money. And I've been seeing stuff, people talking about, this all was planned. People depositing $80 million in one account and shorting Bitcoin and making 100 something million off of that, and 30 million in another account, shorting Ethereum and making millions of dollars off of that. So and this continues until right. This started this the day before, I believe, and this ended right at the point where the terrorist was announced on the 10th, I believe. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but still, we the little people in the back end, we still doing what we need to do to support our family and grow. Okay, so let's take a look at the portfolio real quick, right? And this is pretty much the overall portfolios that I have, right? And this is what we went down uh, on Friday, right? $20,000. Okay. Um, and before that, we were, portfolio was trending. The negative stuff was trending down. And of course, our income went down a little bit because I sold a lot of the stuff, that income producing stuff that was down. And I've been talking about getting out of margins, um, because margins, I think, like I said, it's kind of like a loan shark, right? They'll break your legs, but you still got to pay them that money. Uh, and the difference with margins is, right, they give you that money, your account go down, you still owe them the money, even though you put money in there to bring your account back up, you still owe them that money. Okay, so that's some of the stuff. Um, you know, we got to deal with when you use margin. Now that I'm bringing my margin balance down, I feel like it's necessary to maybe just cut that cord for now, um, and just get my account going naturally. Margins did help me grow my account, right? It helped me get to that 1M status. But, at some point you have to, like, you know what? It's risk, right? So, um, can you imagine if I was still in margins, all this like Misty and Tesla and Alti and VD? Can you imagine I was still in margins on those accounts? Like, this number here right now would be maybe over $200,000, and my portfolio would be valued maybe 100 and something $1,000. Um, because this stuff right here, most of this came from the yield max positions that I have, which is about 3 positions, went down 20 grand um, in one day. Okay, and some of that came from WPay because I have over $100,000 invested in WPay. But hopefully Monday gonna be a better day. Uh, I mean, if it's gonna be another down day, then it's just gonna be another down day, right? But it is what it is. Okay, guys, so let's start scaring you guys right now. As you can see, we have $24,000 a month. That is not a lot of. That's not bad, right? Uh, 200,000, 280,000 income, right? That is not bad. We're looking at generating $285,000, almost $300,000 a year in income from a $360,000 portfolio. So that's not bad. As we continue to build in this portfolio. So I think I need to update these things where maybe I put a 1 here, 2 here, and then 3 here. But this one right here, like I said, eventually it's gonna go away. So I don't really. This is my car portfolio. You guys can see. So we can look at cash management account. Um, it's actually bigger than my Boys in the Hood account, but um, we at $155 a month, um, $35 a week, $5 a day, and 21 cents an hour. So I'm making 21 cents an hour, right? Um, and in some foreign countries, this is some people monthly salary. But I don't have to really do nothing for this money. Instead of just to keep an eye on it, and the yield is about 40%. So I mean, it's not bad. And we go back to the other account, my Boys in the Hood account, which is my daughter tuition account. We got to get this back up. But now we putting money out of this account to pay her tuition, which I moved the previous margin of error accounts in here. So I mean, it's not that bad down. And then most of this down stuff came from that one day. So it's not bad. Car account, we had wasn't too bad either, down a few $100 in one day, looking at $655 a month, $54 a month. And then hourly is like 9 cents. So they're actually a little lower, just more money in the portfolio, right? And then $21 a day. This is not bad. This is like almost like above middle class income in some countries, right? But this is where we are. And this is the guys that keep everything together. We're down there. You can see $19,000, 22,000 a month, 5,000 a week, $751 a day, and then we at $31 an hour. So this is 7 days a week. I'm making $31 an hour. That is not bad. We're still fixing some things in the portfolio, clearing up some stuff, and then hopefully we can get this income back up once we get rid of riffraff in the portfolio and get it going. So the market value right now is where we at 340. Cost basis is 400,000. Um, like I said, I still have a few Max product in the portfolio right now, PLTY and Coney. I think I got HOY too. Yeah. Um, but I mean, all of this that I'm trying to keep a lot of these other funds in here to about the $10,000 range. So most of the distributions, once I get out of the um, margin situation, um, the goal is pretty much to kind of get all my positions to about $10,000 invested. So I still got a long ways to go. I got a long ways to go. Okay. I got a long ways to go, but to get most of these guys in here to about $10,000, and then once I get there, I can move funds into the other stuff as I continue to grow my portfolio. So guys, like I say, see, I got a lot of my funds in WPay. I got a lot of money in Coney, a lot of money in PLTY. So I want to try to see if I can balance these out, move funds around, but eventually these guys will be gone. Maybe I hold on to HOY a little bit to see how well it's going to function. Um, but for now, it's what it is, guys. So I just want to share this with you guys. Like I said, I got folks in the house, so I just want to make the video, get this out, let you guys know what's going on. We doing okay. We're not tripping. We're surviving. We still got more income coming into the portfolio. We already collected. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, y'all. So y'all can see, the income is kind of up and down and stuff right now, but we're gonna try to balance this stuff out. And this is not accurate because it's just making adjustments based on what was going on in the portfolio. I don't know why it does that, but that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why it does that. Hmm. But yeah, this month, then next month, and of course, this thing is gonna go down to somewhere probably between $14,000-15,000 as we work our way back up and growing the income and growing the portfolio a little bit more stable. Kind of spread out the work, right? That's how I like it. I don't want to have all my money coming out of WPay, Corny, a JEPI, or JEPQ, right? So I kind of spread it out, and I still got a lot to do. Once I can get out of margins, um, then I can start throwing more funds into my other positions. Like I said, I invest in a lot of different things. I'm not like the typical people that got 3 or 4 positions or 5 or 6 positions. Okay, guys. So you do what works for you, and I continue to do what works for me. And have an amazing Sunday. Like I said, I got to round that on because it was a red week. Pretty much Friday kind of mess up everything. But we're gonna be ready for Monday, and hopefully tomorrow is a better day in the market than Friday. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Stay on track. Don't give up. Right. This is a journey. It's not a what you call it, right? We going on a journey. It's still to take a long time to get it right. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. Right? Don't give up. It's on a one day. We go through this up and down. This tariff stuff mess up a lot of people's portfolio, and you just got to. And I feel bad for the guys that have margins because your account is gonna be in bad shape. Can you? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, just hang in there. It's gonna be okay. All right. If you can, get out of margins as soon as possible. All right, because it's gonna mess up your account. Because you never know when Trump can come and say, "Hey, we're gonna do this week and 100% tariffs on Japan or whatever, whoever, China, or Mexico, or whatever," and then the market take a dump. Okay, so stay blessed. Have an amazing Sunday. Deuces.